Tonight, we journey back 3,000 years to a land not yet called Israel. Here, Canaanite children played with clay toys beneath olive trees, while families stored grain in simple pottery jars. But beneath this calm surface, change was stirring. The Philistines, newcomers with roots in Europe, were blending into Canaanite life. Together, they were creating something unexpected, an ancient melting pot. How did this fusion of cultures shape the land we know today? The answer may change the way you see the region's entire history. So sit back, relax, unclench your jaw as we step into the world of 3,000 years ago. We begin thousands of years ago. The land we now call Israel and sometimes Palestine sat at a crossroads of history. It connected Africa, Asia, and Europe. And because of this, it was always home to many peoples, not just one. The earliest known settlers were the Canaanites. They lived here more than 3,000 years ago. Archaeology shows their villages, their pottery, their temples. They were farmers, traders, builders. The land was part of what people once called Canaan. Recent DNA studies reveal something unexpected. Canaanite bones from 1800 BCE already show genetic diversity, with ancestry from Turkey, Iran, and the Caucasus. The idea of a pure native population collapses under this evidence. By the time new groups like the Philistines arrived, the land's identity was already layered, like sediment in those grain silos, each harvest leaving its mark. Around the same time, another group entered the story, the Israelites. According to the Hebrew Bible, they were descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But historians believe they emerged from local Canaanite tribes, forming a new identity over time. By the era of King David and King Solomon, around 1000 BCE, Jerusalem became their center. But they were not alone. To the west, the Philistines built their coastal cities like Gaza and Ashkelon. To the north, Phoenician traders sailed from Tyre and Sidon. And to the east, mighty empires loomed: Egypt, Assyria, Babylon. Each empire left its mark on this land. Then came a turning point. In 586 BCE, Babylon conquered Jerusalem. The first temple was destroyed. Many Israelites were taken into exile, but they did not vanish. When some returned, their faith and culture grew even stronger. This is when Judaism, as a religion, began to truly take shape. Centuries later, Alexander the Great swept through, bringing Greek culture. After him, Rome took control. It was under Roman rule that a Jewish teacher named Jesus of Nazareth lived. His followers grew and Christianity spread far beyond the region. But Rome was harsh. After several Jewish revolts, the Romans destroyed the Second Temple in 70 CE. Because of this, thousands of Jews were scattered, left homeless. Yet Jewish communities remained here, even under Roman and later Byzantine rule. In the 7th century, Arab Muslim armies arrived. The land became part of the Islamic caliphates. Arabic language and culture spread. Jerusalem became holy to Muslims, with the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque. Through the Middle Ages, power shifted again and again and again. Crusaders from Europe captured Jerusalem in 1099, but Muslim leaders, like Saladin, reclaimed it less than a century later. For centuries after, the land remained under Islamic rule, most recently under the Ottoman Empire, which lasted 400 years until World War I. They called it the day a nation was born. Others remember it as the day their world collapsed. In 1948, the State of Israel was declared. For Jewish people, it was the birth of a dream fulfilled, a return to their ancient homeland after centuries of exile. For many Palestinians, it was a catastrophe. Families forced from their villages, lives scattered in a single generation. Hope for one became heartbreak for the other. They call it the Holy Land, but holiness has never meant peace. And that is why history here is so complex. This land has never belonged to just one group of people. It has been shared, fought over, and loved by many across thousands of years, each leaving their mark, each claiming it as their own. So when we ask, who lived here first? The truest answer is many peoples. Civilizations rose and fell, each leaving traces. layer upon layer of history, belief, and memory. That is why this small piece of land carries such a big story, even today. But this is not where the history of Palestine ends. Why is there still war in this land? Follow and subscribe and uncover the real story behind the story.